Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. I'm just chilling at the crib right now. No complaints at all, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob. We in the building for sure, man. On the road to 3K. We well into that 2,200 mark, I believe. We're about to hit that 2,300 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. You feel what I mean? We got things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world, man. We're going to speak about Gervonta Davis possibly fighting Edwin Santos next, along with Teofimo Lopez training with Canelo Alvarez. We could touch up on the Jerron Anderson Brian Norman situation, I guess, even though we covered that on several occasions, but it still seems like it's a hot topic as of right now. You feel what I mean? And then we're going to open up the platform for the people to come through and speak their minds about what's currently going on in the boxing world, man. We also going to talk about Turki Alalshikh and exactly what his plans are. And yeah, man, shout out to the nation and the mob, everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to the boy Orlando Finney. He said, "What's good, Mark and Mazuma Nation? Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you, my brother. Thank you. I didn't really take a day off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's like Labor Day and all that shit. It's a federal holiday, what have you. But we were still in the gym. We were still getting that working because we got fight dates coming up. You know what I'm saying? So today was just a regular day. I just didn't have, work. You feel what I'm saying? $1 Million Baby says, "You love boots, right? Tell him stop ducking, chump. Your father is a chump for having somebody like you fucking corny ass nigga. Shut the fuck up." Oscar De La Paz in the building. He said, "We live, nation. What it do? Man, we chilling, maintaining, man. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't really got no complaints at all. Y'all can just hit the like button as soon as y'all come in to let the people know that Mazuma TV is live. You feel what I'm saying? Coffee Plant, The Future, what up? Boxing Film, Glizzy. What up, man? Talk to me. I hope everything is going well with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, we got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world. Boxing Film says the grind don't stop. Absolutely, it don't, man. Boxing isn't like basketball where you got an off season. There's no off season in boxing. You feel me? So we got to keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? And when you got multiple fighters, you know what I mean? It's 24/7 work, man. Only the strong survive in this boxing shit. You feel me? So you already know I got my guy Deshaun Jones fighting September 14th at the 2300 Arena in South Philadelphia, man. If y'all are in or around the area, man, go get you a ticket, man. 2300 Arena, September 14th, R&B promotion. They're going to have an amateur and a pro boxing card simultaneously, man. So if y'all want to come out and check out the amateur scene in Philadelphia, come check it out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go check out the professional boxing scene, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of both going on over there. $1 Million Baby's hating ass is right back in the building, man. He says that what happened to the 2.2 counter offer? You want to fight in high Texas city, right? Both fighters are champs. No one deserves more than the other. I'm his cousin. I don't give a fuck who cousin you is, nigga. The reality of the situation is this. Your boy made $100,000 his last fight. You feel what I'm saying? And regardless of how much you getting paid, you got to pay taxes regardless. That's something that Brian Norman Sr. didn't even bring into consideration. Bro, the more you make, the more taxes they're going to take out. So you mean to tell me 800 walking away with $810,000 is not enough for a fight, but you made $100,000 in your last fight or whatever the case, and y'all probably went home with like $50,000 after y'all done paid everything. So going from walking home with $50,000 to $810,000, that's not a significant difference. Brian Norman brings nothing to the table besides his world title. And y'all didn't even earn that world title. In reality, y'all had an interim title that y'all got upgraded to the full status champion. Y'all haven't beat no other champions. Y'all resume is literally garbage. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't bring no type of fan base to the situation. And it's not really a money issue because they said they will take that bread anywhere else other than Philly. So that lets you know that they are extremely pussy, bro. You scared to go up against 14, 15, 16, 17,000 people at the Wells Fargo Arena, even though y'all did it with Santillan. Y'all fought him in y'all backyard, but a more significant fight, a unification fight in Jerron Ennis fighting in Philadelphia is a problem. And then he said, let's make it happen in Vegas. Why would they make it happen in Vegas if Boots has shown to have a huge crowd in Philadelphia? Why would they give Brian Norman $2 million and give Boost $3 million in hopes that they make that $5 million back fighting in Las Vegas? That's pretty much rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? That's gambling when you can have more of a sure thing making your money back in Philadelphia. These are things that y'all really don't take into consideration, bro. They gave y'all multiple offers, gave y'all substantial amounts of money. And you want to know how you know it's a duck? Because Brian Norman went on the fight on Keyshawn Davis's undercard. The nigga is a world champion. Take this into consideration, y'all. Brian Norman is a world champion. And he's fighting on a contender's undercard in the contender's hometown. That's how you know you don't got no type of star power. There's no fucking way. What other champion on the top rank doesn't main event? Teofimo main events, he's a champion. Lomachenko main events, he's a champion. All these other champions that are under top rank, even Emmanuel Navarrete, who don't even got the biggest fan base over here, main events. But Brian Norman, we're going to put him on the Keyshawn Davis, who hasn't even gotten a fucking world title yet. You feel what I'm saying? He said, why when we could fight 3 times and make more than the amount? Make more than the amount what? Make more amount what? How? Okay, so in 3 fights, y'all gonna make more than $810,000. Who are y'all gonna make that money with? Who under the top rank banner says y'all saying so? Y'all pretty much saying because it's gonna be for 6 figures, y'all not gonna get taxed as much, and y'all can fight 3 times out of the year and make more than the amount. What fights are y'all gonna be taking at the welterweight division, right? That y'all gonna be able to 3 fights, right? So $810,000. So if we break down 81 divided by 3, what's 810,000 divided by 3? Let's look that up right now. Divided by 3. So you gotta make $270,000 a fight, right? 270. So y'all gonna walk away with $270,000 a fight. So I'm assuming, you know, with taxes being taken out and shit like that, y'all gonna be making $500,000 a fight. Are y'all gonna be making $500,000 a fight? Come on, dog. Come on, man. This shit ridiculous. T.O. is staying the owners. Okay, T.O. is likely, but T.O. talking about he gonna fight he talking about fighting Bud, and he's saying he weigh 156 right now, and he training with Canelo Alvarez, and you know what I'm saying? He not even worried about Brian Norman. Brian Norman is the last result. But you saying Stanionis? Good luck. Don't you? Stanionis. Fucking Stanionis. Didn't y'all say to cross the street, top rank is taking, what was it, 30%? 20%? 30%? What was the percentage that Brian Norman said? To cross the street and play and fight on another network, they taking, how much was it? 20 to 30%? What was the percentage? I forgot, y'all. What was the percentage? I believe Brian Norman Sr. said that they take like 30% to go fight on another network. Off the rip, they taking 30%. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all gonna make that much with Stanionis? Y'all mean to tell me in 3 fights? Oh, it was 20%. All right, Coffee, Boxer Phone. Thank you for that. 20%. So they knocking a fifth off your check to go fight Stanionis, and you're gonna leave with $270,000, bro. Brian Norman is not gonna get that much money, man. Brian Norman is not coming home with $270,000 3 times in a year. You feel what I'm saying? Well, how many more times is he gonna fight this year? He fighting in November, and then what? He gonna fight in December? Because I believe he's only fought 1 time this year, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know, bro. I swear to God, niggas wasn't even checking in with Brian Norman until he started mentioning Boo's name. And in regards to you being his cousin, I don't give a fuck if you his cousin. I really don't. You could be his father. You see what I'm saying? And the more you're saying it, the more I'm starting to believe you're not really related to him and you just posing as somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you really Brian Norman cousin, why don't you bring Brian Norman on this motherfucking platform and have him defend himself? Because the nigga that seems to be doing more than anything, the one that seems to be not saying anything at all is Brian Norman Jr. You his cousin? Bring his ass on here. If you his cousin, you must have some type of contact with him. Tell him or his daddy to come on Mazuma TV and explain themselves. Because they was on Mill City, and you know Zab Judah was asking the hard questions. They was asking hard questions, but they wasn't applying pressure. Yeah, call the homie. Call him. Call him. I dare you. I dare you. Tell him to come on Mazuma TV. I dare you. I dare you. Fuck out of here. Nobody's scared of no fucking Brian Norman. I talk to him just like how I talk to y'all. Anonymous said, bro, the fight happening in Vegas was never going to make that money. The money for Boo's Norman comes from Philly. Some of y'all comments sound crazy. Absolutely. They think because, you know, Vegas is like this fucking fight capital and you know, so many stars don't fought in Vegas that they're going to be able to make all this. They're going to make a shit ton of money in Vegas, bro. Y'all not going to do the numbers in Vegas. Y'all not going to do the numbers in Vegas that y'all would do in Philly. Facts. Boots sold 14,000 his debut at that arena. Imagine what the fuck he gonna sell. He probably gonna pack a few more thousand, 16, 17,000 in the Wells Fargo in his next fight. And that was against David Evanesian, bro. David Evanesian. And even if it wasn't David Evanesian, it was fucking white boy Crawley. You ain't pull up on nobody. You talking in the comments. They ain't no pull up, cuz. They ain't no pull up, cuz. Yeah, call him. And then when he get on here, you know what I mean? I send the link. As a matter of fact, I send the motherfucking link right now. Ain't nobody worried. Y'all niggas just talking. Y'all niggas posing to be motherfuckers. $1 million baby. Fuck out of here. Your cousin ran away from $1 million and you $1 million baby. $100,000 baby. That's your fucking name over there. $100,000 baby. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit. Y'all could bring whoever. Never ran from nobody. Especially when we talking boxing. Who pulled up on the sparring? But why the fuck would Boots go to spar Brian Norman? Brian Norman was never bigger than Jerron Ennis. Never bigger than Jerron Ennis. Cameron Duncan called Brian Norman and them and told them to go to Jerron Ennis and them for sparring because Norman was always below Jerron Ennis. Jerron Ennis was the person to go to. You feel me? When y'all ever seen high caliber fighters go somewhere else for sparring? The only one I can recall was when Shane Mosley went to De La Hoya's camp to help him get ready for Floyd Mayweather. A-level, like elite level fighters don't be going to other people's camp. They not, cause you know why? Because like Floyd said, I'm not no fucking sparring partner. I'm not no fucking sparring partner. Once you get to a certain level, it's like, why the fuck would I go to other people's camp? I'm that nigga. They need to come to me. The fuck is you talking about? Fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly. Orlando Finney says these young boys want that Floyd money, Mayweather money, but don't want to take the risk. Absolutely. So they were saying, oh, we just wanted like 500 more thousand. You want 500 more thousand so we can at least come home with $1 million. 810,000 is only $190,000 off from $1 million. Y'all could have put that money up and made $1 million off of it. If y'all use that money wisely, if y'all come home with $810,000, if you put your money in the right places, you can make them $190,000 come up ain't too far away from $810,000. Put y'all bread up. Y'all could make a $190,000 return and become millionaires. The fuck? All right, entertain me then. Am I saying y'all pussy? No, y'all definitely ducking though. I ain't gonna say y'all pussy, but y'all definitely ducking. Entertain me. I would love that. I would love that. Thank you for entertaining me. Fuck you talking about? Ain't nobody tucking their tail around here, nigga. Who? Shit, I know I ain't pussy. I know I ain't pussy. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Entertain me. I'll be waiting. And that link, where that link at? That link right here, buddy. Orlando Finney said, pretty boy would have fought for the 30% and took that belt. LOL, easy work. Yo, man, listen, man. Floyd done it. Floyd done showed y'all the recipe, man. I mean, you take that little short change for long-term gain. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas not really about that shit, bro. And what makes it like let's say like y'all seen Frank Martin's situation, right? Y'all seen Frank Martin's situation, right? When he pulled out of the purse bid with Shakur Stevenson and all that. And I was like, yo, the only way that they could justify walking away from this Shakur Stevenson situation is if they got a bigger fight with Gervonta Davis. What happened? Got a bigger fight with Gervonta Davis. Same belt, bigger stage, more money. You know what I'm saying? It just made more sense. So I wasn't really, we bashed Frank Martin at first, but when we seen exactly what he did, I'm like, oh, he walked away from a Shakur Stevenson fight to get a bigger fight with Gervonta Davis. It made sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not necessarily a duck. It was just business. Like Gervonta Davis offered him more bread. It was, from what I understand, it was a pay-per-view event. You know what I'm saying? Bigger stage, more money. You know, if you beat Gervonta and you beat Shakur Stevenson right now, you will benefit more off of beating Gervonta Davis because he's the bigger star. It just made sense. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman, bro. Brian Norman literally said, and it's not even I can't even be mad at Junior, bro. I can't even be mad at Junior. It's Senior and the manager. You know what I'm saying? It's Senior and the manager. Y'all get this huge opportunity in front of you. Y'all talking about how Boots ain't no boogeyman. He ain't no boogeyman. He overrated. He can't hurt my son. If he's such easy work like y'all talking about, then why the fuck is y'all so worried about the setting? Oh, we already got everything against us. We gonna have all them booing ass fans and bro, why is you so worried about the fans? Stop acting like the fans is the concern. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like the fans is the concern. You know what the main concern is, and that's getting chopped up by Jerron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all asking for so much money. So in case y'all lose, it be like, shit, at least we walked away millionaires. That's what the fuck y'all worried about. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all understand y'all can't beat Boots. All that shit y'all talking about, bro, with the fucking Boots got off on my son one time, never got off on my son again. Bro, every time y'all done spar, Boots done fucked y'all up. And I know that from credible sources. Credible sources. You cannot beat no Jerron Ennis, bro. You are tailor-made for Jerron Ennis. Tailor-made for Jerron Ennis. I don't give a fuck, bro. You ain't got to deal with Philly dudes. It's cool. Y'all mad. Y'all can't. Your boy can't beat Jerron Ennis. It's cool. Yeah, it's like, bro, we seen real niggas really like. And what make Brian Norman look dumb in this situation is that we seen motherfuckers go in people's hometown and beat niggas relatively. I'm not gonna say with ease, but went out there and they, you know what I mean? They took the chance. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Who said we? Who, nigga? First of all, who is we? Who is we? You are nobody. Stop talking like you in there taking on punches with Brian Norman, nigga. Stop saying we. Your dad can't even say we because he's not in there getting punched on. Cuz Brian Norman Jr. That's the only person. It's him, not we. Him, not we. Understand that, because you're not in there boxing. This is an individual sport. Whenever I talk about my fighters fighting, I'm not saying, oh, we stopped them. No, he stopped them. I ain't stopped shit. Fuck is you talking about? Stop saying we. You part of his team? What you do? You manage him, you advise him, you hold the pads for him, you hold the nigga buckets. What is it that you do? All right, you can be passionate about it, but they ain't no we. So stop saying we. It's him. It's him. Are you saying we? Do you get a percentage of Brian Norman's checks? Is that why? Oh, you in his corner? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Let me look you up. Fuck out of here. What's your name? It ain't $1 Million Baby. Orlando Finney says Boots trying to bring some excitement to the welterweight division, but going for undisputed, and the other welterweights are moving suspect. Yeah, because they don't want to deal with Jerron Ennis, man. They don't want to deal with Jerron Ennis, bro. Brian Norman know who the fuck Jerron Ennis is exactly. They sparred not too long ago. And Boots beat that ass, and he like, yo, I already know what type of time Boots is on. I understand the risk that he has. I just got my belt. I'm not trying to lose that shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rack up a couple wins while I get this belt. You know what I mean? Have a couple title defenses so I can have more value. Because the more I defend my title, the more valuable of a fighter, more value I'm going to bring to the table as a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not no one-and-done ass champion. I'm going to have a couple title defenses, and then I can come back to the table with Boots and be like, oh, well, you know, shit, I'm a for sure champion. I done defended my title, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's like the longer you hold your title, the more value you have. So that's what they trying to do, bro. They want to cash out. They know they fucking can't beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they asking for this enormous amount of money. You know what I mean? So they could. So you know what I mean? If they lose him, be like, oh well, at least we got paid. You feel what I'm saying? If they truly believe themselves, they would have took that risk. You know what I mean? They would have fought Boots in his fucking backyard, beat Boots if they genuinely felt like they could beat him. And then if they would have rematched, then he would get a significantly amount. Hold on. What the fuck is you doing? Back up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like if you beat him, and then when the rematch come, you'll get a crazier check. You feel what I'm saying? Like it really like that's what niggas do when they believe in themselves. You feel what I'm saying? That's what Devin Haney did. Devin Haney fell back. He took what the fuck they gave him so he could fight Cambosis. Fought Cambosis in his home country, not his home state, not his hometown. You feel what I'm saying? You know, fought him in Australia and beat him. And then when he rematched him, you know what I mean? I believe he still got a shitty check for that John. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Ain't AC Clark Brian Norman manager? So you Brian Norman manager or you his cousin? Because I could have sworn AC Clark, you know what I'm saying, was his manager. And AC Clark was on that interview with Mill City or whoever the hell it was, and they was talking. So is you his cousin or you his manager? Come on, dog. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, AC Clark, why don't you come on the channel then? Show me who you is. Show me who you is. Because you was just on Mill City. You was just on Mill City. Why don't you come on here and talk that shit that you was talking on Mill City? That's really you. Come on, dog. Niggas ain't believing none of that shit. Niggas is capping. Niggas is capping. See, you see, niggas, you know, that's what happens on the internet, bro. You could become whoever you want to be. You could portray whoever you want to be. But one thing about it, you know what I mean, niggas go ghost when you pull their card. You feel what I'm saying? If you would, bro, listen. Look, I'm starting to put this shit together. This nigga a fraud, bro. Nigga said he AC Clark. All right, if you was AC Clark, you would have introduced yourself as his manager primarily. All right, wait. All right, we just gonna be waiting forever. We 22 minutes in, we gonna be waiting forever. All right, we gonna see. Just like how you said, Brian Norman said he gonna entertain me today. Ain't heard shit yet. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be capping, bro. That's why I don't even be liking to talk to these internet niggas. You feel me? Shout out to the nation and the mob, man. We got 27 people in the building. Hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. I ain't even want to get into the Gervonta Davis and Brian Norman shit because at this point, I mean, they not fighting each other. So it's like, why we even got to talk about this shit? You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman already got a whole different opponent. This nigga's fighting somebody by the name of Derrick Cuevas, and somehow, some way, they feel like this is a better move than fighting Gervonta Davis when they getting significantly less and fighting on a smaller platform. Bro, you listen. My gym is Pivot Boxing Academy. PIVOTTBOXINGACADEMY. Pivot Boxing Academy, 2807 North 6th Street, Philadelphia, PA 19133. I'm there from 5:30 all the way till 8 o'clock. I'm not hard to find. You said NUA fight tonight? Oh, all right. He probably not going to be rumbling on our side till it's like probably 6, 7 in the morning, bro. He be on the time zone in Japan and the U.S. is different, bro. Yeah, 6 in Somerset. Yeah, exactly. Yep. 6 in Somerset, 2807 North 6th Street. Not hard to find. I'm very recognizable. But anyways, man. Let's talk about what's going on in the boxing world, man, because we definitely got sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna get into the real boxing talk. So, man, let's talk about y'all boy Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? You love Boo so much. It's okay. All right, he one of my favorite fighters. So what? And you portraying and you on Brian Norman dick so much, you acting like you his cousin and his manager at the same time. You want her portraying somebody that you not. You probably a fucking meat beater in your grandma's basement. You know what I'm saying? With mold on the walls, and you over here acting like somebody that you not. So it's cool, man. You know what I mean? Keep being that little weirdo, you know what I mean, in your grandma's basement with oatmeal cookie crumbs on your motherfucking stomach and shit like that. And I'm gonna keep being who the fuck I'm supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shay, what's going on, Shay? Nah, man, we were just chopping it up about Gervonta Davis and Brian Norman. You know, we just had to pull up on me. What the fuck I gotta pull up on you for? For what? Fuck out of here, nigga. Get a life, nigga. Pull up to the fucking you asking where my gym at, you telling me to pull up. Shut the fuck up. But he about to get smacked with the wrench. All right, man, let's get him up out of here. I want to talk to goofies. You feel what I'm saying? Pack him up. Pack him up. But anyways, let's talk about Gervonta Davis, man, because Gervonta Davis has been pretty quiet lately. And I was just thinking about the whole situation with Gervonta Davis and exactly what's next for him because they had mapped out some possible opponents for Jaron Ennis and stuff like that. And they had named some potential people, but it seems like all those people that Gervonta Davis has, been attached to at this point in time, seems like they got different, plans. You feel what I'm saying? So, they said at one particular time they were saying the Isaac Cruz rematch. Obviously, Isaac Cruz just lost to Rayo Venezuela. Then they started mentioning Rayo Venezuela's name. Obviously, Rayo, I believe his team said they're not fighting for the rest of this year. And Gervonta Davis is supposed to be fighting this November. So who does that leave us with, man? You know what I'm saying? Who else did they mention? They also mentioned, Cepeda. But Cepeda has a fight date in November, and it's not the same date as Gervonta Davis. You feel what I'm saying? And for what I understand, Cepeda may be facing Cambosa or Tevin Farmer. You feel what I mean? Shout out to J Cash. What up? What up? But it seems like all those opponents are eliminated, and we're really looking over the landscape of the lightweight division and what's realistic. It seems like there's only one person that's really available that's realistic at this point in time, and I mentioned them in the title right here from what y'all see. And nah, it's not Loma, because Loma said he's not rumbling for the rest of 2024. He's not back until 2025. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not Lomachenko neither. He pulled out of the negotiations, which already showed that he wasn't interested in fighting Gervonta Davis at least in November. You feel what I'm saying? So who does that leave us with? It kind of seems like there's no other realistic option, in my opinion, unless they just blindside me with something. Edwin De Los Santos. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Edwin De Los Santos is he's the only real option at this point in time. You feel what I mean? I don't know if Edwin De Los Santos has anything lined up. I haven't heard anything in particular about Edwin De Los Santos fighting anybody. It seems like he's been quiet for the most part. If y'all got some other information, y'all let me know. I've been hearing rumors about Edwin De Los Santos moving up to 140 and, possibly fighting this guy and that guy. You know what I'm saying? It says I feel like Dennis Berichek already has an opponent. You know what I'm saying? I heard Berichek, I heard he got a whole schedule opening up where it's like he might fight Mark Chamberlain and all these other people, Cepeda. Cepeda's, like I said, he's supposed to be fighting, either Tevin Farmer or George Cambosa's next. And then, 2025, they're supposed to be lining up the Shakur Stevenson fight. I don't know who the fuck Gervonta Davis is going to fight at this point. Is he going to fall back? Is he going to scrap the November card and wait until, 2025? I don't know. You said I think Gervonta Davis moves up. Well, if he moves up to 140, I don't see it, man. I don't really see it at this point in time. I don't think Gervonta will move up to 140 unless he absolutely has no other choice or he sees an opportunity for some easy pickings at 140. But when we look over 40, who is it that's going to be, an interesting enough fight for Gervonta Davis to pursue at 140? Teofimo Lopez, he talking about moving up to 47. Rayo, he said he's not rumbling for the rest of the year. Well, his team said that. Who else does that leave? Albert Puello. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That might have some possibility there. I'm not sure. Who's the other champion? Who's the other champion I didn't mention? Because there's 4 of them. Liam Paro seems like, according to, Eddie Hearn, it seems like he's, in the direction of fighting Devin Haney in Australia. So I don't know. Teo struggles to make 140. I don't believe so. In his latest post, he said he was 156 pounds. When he was training with Chepo, not Chepo. Chepo is the old head. I'm sorry. When he was training with Eddie Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? He wrote 156 pounds on that story that he had put. So if he's only 16 pounds off, that's not, believe it or not, for an 8-week camp, that's not much of a weight cut. You feel what I mean? 16 pounds, 8 weeks. He was, do the math, he only has to lose 2 pounds a week. That's nothing crazy for a fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's fighters that make weight easier, that cut down more. You know what I'm saying? I never seen TL had a strip naked pause to make weight at 140. It seems like he makes the weight pretty comfortably, in my opinion. But I just think that Teofimo Lopez, he has different things in mind, man. Did I see Rolly train with Neon? I seen a little bit of clips, like they were out eating together. I seen them all like eating together, and then I seen them like on the ring talking to each other, but I didn't see like any training in all honesty. And I think that Rolly is like the perfect fit for like that streaming shit, man. He's funny, he's comical like that, he's entertaining like that. You know what I'm saying? So they should have brought Rolly up on a platform a lot earlier than that. You know what I mean? I think in all honesty, Rolly is one of the most entertaining people in the sport of boxing. And it seems like that's more of his lane. They be bringing Ryan Garcia on all the time. And, Ryan Garcia can have funny moments and shit like that, but I think Rolly is much funnier. You know what I mean? It seems like that's more of his lane than, all these other boxers. You feel me? But do I mess with Rolly? Nah, not really. Not really. I think he got a little bit of duck sauce in him. You know what I'm saying? He be bitching to fight, certain styles. He talk funny when Shakur and Devin Haney's name is mentioned. Little shit like that. You know what I mean? And he's just not amongst the elite in my opinion. I think after the Gervonta Davis fight, it was all downhill for Rolly. I think that Rolly punch resistance really went down after the Gervonta Davis fight, or Gervonta just exposed he ain't have a chin in the first place, because I think that Gervonta was like the first big puncher that Rolly had ever faced. Until fighting Gervonta Davis, Rolly was always the biggest puncher in that ring. You feel what I mean? And I don't know if it's a mental thing or Gervonta doing some type of damage to him psychologically, but it seems like his ability to take a punch has decreased significantly since the Gervonta Davis fight. That's just my opinion. But then again, he's been in there with big punchers consistently since the Gervonta Davis loss. Whether we going from Tank to Ismael Barroso and then to Isaac Cruz, all three of those guys could punch really hard. So maybe it's just these guys could punch and Rolly don't got the best defense. You know what I'm saying? It could possibly be that, but it is what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Rolly Romero. I think he's funny. I think he's entertaining. He definitely be having me, tuned into his fights just to see what's going to happen. Because it seems like, based off of how the way Rolly been moving lately, he either going to knock you out or you going to knock him out. So I'm really tuned in to see exactly what's going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? In terms of who Rolly's going to fight next, I have no type of knowledge on the dude. I don't know if he's a big puncher or not. But, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You said Cruz power overrated by lawnmowers? Yeah, look, man. Isaac Cruz got a little highlight reel. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did some dudes dirty in his past. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think he could punch. He could definitely punch. You know what I mean? He just not. He's very limited skill wise. So he could be outboxed quite easily if you have the ability to do so. You feel me? Yeah, Rolly punch hard. He do punch hard, but like Floyd said, like, you know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool when you dish it out, but can you take it? Pause. And I think Rolly has a hard time being able to absorb punches. You feel what I'm saying? Cruz need to drop back down. I would like to see him go back down to 35. Why not? I think Isaac got a lot of power because he's a relevant name regardless of whether he wins or loses, and he has a very fan-friendly, exciting style. So I think that he should just weigh his options in either weight class. He's shown that he can compete at the weight class. He won a world title there. You know what I mean? So 135, if there's a big fight for him there, like a Tank rematch or something. I guess he could go after that. I don't know, man. Do I think Isak could make 130? I've seen Isak in his offseason, man. Like when he's not training, and he look like he put on some weight. He be looking real nice and round. Pause. He be looking kind of heavy, like he be in like the mid 50s or something like that. So he probably could, honestly, if he really wanted to. But I don't know. I don't know if he can make 130. Because he probably carry a lot of weight. Despite him being short, he probably carries around a lot of weight when he's in the off season. Yeah, them Pitbull Cruz fans was kind of out of pocket, bro. They was making it seem like he could fade everybody, and I'm like, nah, nah. We seen him get outboxed before. He not that skilled of a fighter. That people didn't really see it until Ryo did it. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Isak was gonna clip Ryo. I didn't know Ryo had the discipline and the focus that he had because he showed a lot of focus in that fight. Like even when he got hit by a big shot from Isak, you know what I'm saying? He's still composed. He didn't panic. He didn't abandon the game plan. Kept that jab on him and kept turning and running him into shots, turning him. He put on a great display of boxing, and he showed a lot of focus and discipline. Because it takes a level of discipline to, regardless of the situation, to stay relaxed and, continue doing what your trainers told you to do. Because what happens is typically you'll have a game plan, and then you meet a little bit of resistance like Teofimo, and then you just throw the whole game plan out the window and start doing what you start doing shit off instinct instead of using your mind. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But yeah, man, I feel like you think Rolly gets another title shot? Maybe, maybe. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about moving up to 47 too at one point. Man, he ain't got no business going up to 147, man. He'll get smoked up there. He already having trouble at 40 as it is. I think he'll have trouble competing at 135 if he was to go back down. Honestly, I just think that he in a tough situation. You feel what I'm saying? I think he in a tough situation. So Rolly, can he possibly get another like title shot? Maybe if he gets a couple wins, maybe he could, get himself back in the WBA or whatever the case is, and possibly fight Ryo. But I've heard people mention Ryo's name to Rolly, and he get pissed off during interviews. So I don't know if he wants to go back to that situation. I highly doubt it. Oh, you said imagine Boots versus Rolly. I don't even want to imagine that because I don't know if Rolly would make it out. You know what I mean? With his life. You feel what I'm saying? He might get unalived in that motherfucker. I ain't even exaggerating, yo. Yeah, he definitely don't got no business being in there with no Jerron Ennis. But what I was trying to say is he ain't got no business at 47, period. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think he beat any of the champions. That's just my personal opinion. Orlando Finney says, speaking of weight, I seen that video of Tio training with Canelo. Tio looks every bit of 160. Well, according to Tio, he was 156. So you ain't too far off. You know what I mean? These dudes put on weight, man. You know what I'm saying? What can I really say? But I don't think 16 pounds is, a crazy weight cut. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know that, Teofimo Lopez don't really put on too much weight during the off season. There's people that put on 25, 30 pounds during the off season and then, are able to cut quite easily. So, that don't look like that's too big of a. That just lets you know that Tio, he not that big of a dude. You know what I'm saying? He might carry muscle really well and, stuff like that. But he don't carry weight that crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's not that big of a dude. So to hear him call out Terrence Crawford, knowing that Terrence Crawford at 154 and he walking around 156, way too small. Way too small. That's probably why, his power hasn't really translated to, 140 and shit like that because he's not that big of a dude. You know what I'm saying? And the dudes he fighting are possibly cutting for much higher weights, so they are able to, take a bigger shot. That shit definitely play a part, man. You being an average size junior welterweight, in comparison to being a big junior welterweight, the bigger junior welterweight is going to have a stronger chance of absorbing a bigger shot than an average size junior welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He said Al do put his fighters in position. Absolutely. Al Heyman definitely good for that. I think that all the shit that Turki Alalshikh been doing, been really having people take Al Heyman for granted. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman, he a genius. One of the greatest businessmen that ever come across, the music industry and the boxing industry. If you do your research, you know what it is with Al. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, Al has been going through some unfortunate things, family emergencies and shit like that, I don't really care that not that I don't care, but that I don't really want to, get into too much. If y'all know, y'all know. But I'm on live right now. What's up? But yeah, man, like if y'all know, Al Heyman done been through some things. So I don't think he's been like too, focused on boxing right now. It seems like he's more worried about his family and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? It seems like that's more of his focus at this point. But I heard Al Heyman just starting to get back in the mix and you know, get back in his groove. And I heard there was some things that he's working on behind the scenes, but we don't really got too much information yet. But yeah, a lot of people really forgot that Al Heyman took over 2023. He snapped the whole 2023, and because he having a quiet 2024, everybody acted like Al, done lost the juice and shit like that. I think that's pretty funny, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty funny, but boxing fans are fickle, like they say. They do forget very easily. And boxing is what have you done for me lately? So you could have had a pop in 2023, but if you ain't doing shit in 2024, people ain't gonna really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay consistent, or people ain't gonna fuck with you all like that. You said Al not working with Turkey. Well, this is the thing, and I saw Turki Alalshikh speak about this too, and I think this is a great topic to transition into. And they was talking about how Turki Alalshikh is looking to make like a boxing league. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't read too much details into what exactly he was talking about, but it seems like he was talking about how there's too many belts in boxing, and how he's working on just making a league with the sport of boxing. And if you've been watching Turki Alalshikh's moves, you can tell that's exactly what he's been working on, because he's been having all these promoters signed under the same umbrella. Why is he doing that? Why does he have Top Rank, Golden Boy, and Matchroom, and Frank Warren all on the same page, or having them consistently work together? Because I think his long-term goal is to have all of these big time promoters under the same umbrella, so they ain't no other side of the street type bullshit, and all this other shit. Turki Alalshikh is trying to lock all these people into the same room, so there could be no excuse as to why these big fights can't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think Turki Alalshikh's intentions are. And I think that once he's able to lock in all these big promotional companies together, like in the same place, then that's when I think he's gonna start like really starting to get at these sanctioning bodies, like, yo, we just gonna have one belt now. So like, what we doing type shit. I think that he's gonna start really working on things that the boxing fans have been complaining about for a long time. One of the biggest issues that a lot of people have been speaking on is these sanctioning bodies, man. The WBC, you seen the WBC coming out with this bullshit belt that they're going to present to the winner of Canelo and Berlanga and shit like that. Some bullshit belt that has no type of relevance at all. It's just the WBC kissing ass like they always do. Oh, we've been raping y'all out of these sanctioning fees for all these years, so let's give you a belt to, show us our appreciation for you. You know what I'm saying? Like bullshit stuff like that. Yeah, WBC, we back. Canelo. I said James Tony said WBC stands for We Be Crooks. I like that one the most. That's my favorite one. They definitely crooks. They definitely crooked. But yeah, man, let's see what Turki Alalshikh got going on, man. I think that he has some good things going on for boxing. The belts add more excitement, yeah, but in terms of the WBC silver, the WBC Latino, the WBA, the WBA regular, the WBA super champion, bro. It's too much going on. It's like at this point, it's like, yo, who's really that guy? The four belts, all right, we could deal with them. You know what I'm saying? We could deal with the four belts, but just like all the extra belts that come in between, like it's like, come on, dog. Come on, man. We don't really care to see that shit. And I've seen a lot of people been pissed off at the WBC and shit like that. Bro, I've been not fucking with the WBC. Glizzy said Edgar been locked in. I mean, he better be. I hope he would be. I hope he would be, man. Because he got a big fight ahead of him, and he got a lot of shit he need to be worried about in this fight with Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? He underdeveloped. He in there with one of the most experienced fighters in boxing. He's never fought on a high level before. It's like, bro, it's like you take a nigga that's been swimming in a kiddie pool his whole life, and then you just throwing him in the ocean, just hoping that, you know what I mean, he able to maneuver through the waves. That's how I look at the shit. It's like the nigga been swimming in a kiddie pool the whole time. You know what I mean? You can't even really swim in that motherfucker. You just sitting there. You know what I mean? You let the hose fill the pool up, you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, man, I know you've been in this kiddie pool this whole time. You feel what I'm saying? Now we're gonna throw you in the ocean and see if you can swim. And it's like, bro, how can I know if I swim if I've been in a kiddie pool this whole time? It's all right, nigga, you just gonna have to figure it out. That's exactly what it is, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And just like somebody who never been in the ocean before, or never swam and get thrown in the ocean, there's a likelihood that they might drown. There's a likelihood they might drown. I'm watching footage on Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching like fights where guys give him a little bit of trouble or resistance and shit like that. And bro, this man gets hit with everything. He gets hit with everything. Big puncher. You know what I'm saying? He got good combination. He got some decent hand speed as well. He got some explosiveness to him. You know, like Edgar Berlanga got some dangerous shit on his side. He definitely got some shit in his arsenal. I ain't gonna make it seem like, you know, he all the way bad. But it's like, bro, defensively, he's shit, bro. He's trash. Upper body movement, mediocre, bro. He don't bring his hands back after he done punching. You know, it seems like I've seen certain instances where it looks like he freezes when dudes throw combinations at him. And he waits for them to finish their combinations, and then he'll end up resetting. He bites on feints really, really hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He pulls his hands out when people you know, feint him with hooks. And bro, it's gonna be a bad job, man. I think Canelo gonna hit that man with whatever he feels like setting up. If that left hook catch Berlanga clean, and this is another thing, he don't react well to certain shots. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen him get hit with certain shots and his legs be a little shaky, or you know, it'll like you could tell like the shot stunned him or, you know, caught his attention. It's a bad situation, bro. It's a bad situation, bro. All around the board, it's like Canelo got his number. I can't see how Berlanga beats Canelo, bro. Unless he just hit this nigga with a fucking lottery punch. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how it happens. DJ Rush says, hi, Mazuma. How are you doing tonight? For the heavyweight division, how you doing, bro? He said, for the heavyweight division, I don't get why Eddie Hearn isn't trying to get upcoming heavyweight fighters like Frank Warren is doing right now. I mean, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. I didn't even really think about that. But Eddie Hearn, you know, he got Anthony Joshua and shit like that. So maybe that's like his sole focus, man. You know, Eddie Hearn has a lot of thinking to do with Anthony Joshua. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not the biggest Anthony Joshua fan, obviously. But Anthony Joshua is the reason why Eddie Hearn was able to get where he wanted to go and really explode as a promoter in boxing. I think that Eddie Hearn has to thank Anthony Joshua a lot for him being able to transition successfully into the United States. I ain't gonna lie to you because I really feel like Anthony Joshua was the one who made Eddie Hearn this big promoter. I think because of Anthony Joshua exploding on the scene and getting all these big fights and winning all these big fights and all these, you know, selling out all these big fights, I think that's what put the, you know, the magnifying glass on Eddie Hearn in his career. I think that's what really made him blow up. With no AJ, I don't know if Eddie Hearn would have been able to, you know, transition to the States like he did. I don't know if he would have been able to sign all these big fighters. I don't know if Eddie Hearn would be one of the best promoters in boxing right now if it wasn't for Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he not looking for any heavyweights right now because he felt like he got the best heavyweight. You feel me? It's like, you know, Canelo Alvarez, he like the biggest fighter in the world, right? You think Eddie Reynoso really care to train anybody else? If people come along and want to train with him and, you know, it makes sense, then, you know, that's cool. But you really think Eddie Reynoso really scouting fighters and really, like, you know, pressed on getting, you know, big time fighters? No, I got Canelo Alvarez, bro. I'm a millionaire because of Canelo Alvarez. We fighting 2-3 times a year and I'm getting paid crazy bags every time he fight. I'm chilling. I don't really need to look anywhere else. So maybe that's how Eddie Hearn look at the situation. I'm sure he opened a sign, anybody that's, he feels like is a good pickup. But maybe he looking at the heavyweight division and is like, yo, I got the golden goose. Like, I don't really care to sign nobody else at heavyweight. I'm gonna just worry about all these guys in the lower divisions. You don't know. Or maybe after, Anthony Joshua done, he'll pick up another heavyweight and build them up. Who knows, man? Anthony Joshua only got probably a good 3-4 more fights left, and he probably gonna hang it up too. You could tell Anthony Joshua don't want to do this for too much longer. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna get that Tyson Fury fight, run it back with Usyk. You know what I mean? And that's probably it. So he probably only got 3 more fights. I think he gonna do one. I think he gonna press for one more title run, and he gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my personal opinion. He said Eddie Flab no-sos. That's crazy. Overrated trainer who get all his fighters on PEDs. Devin Haney tried to tell you niggas, man. He said, yo, Eddie Reynoso, his camp, that whole camp on that shit. And that shit done been exposed many times. Shit been exposed many times. That is kind of suspicious over there what they got going on. But, yeah. Yeah, Glizzy, I saw that. But, I don't really care to speak on that. I don't even want to put that on the screen. That was some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely some weird shit. I've never been that comfortable with any fighter in my whole life. I've never been that comfortable with a fighter. You feel what I'm saying? For all that, I would have just took his gloves off and had him do it himself. I don't know why they chose to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. You said Ray Martinez, Valdez, Canelo. Yeah. I thought it was kind of suspicious how, Andy Ruiz was cutting all that weight too. I thought that shit was kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not going to assume nothing, but Andy Ruiz looked kind of funny when he was in Canelo camp for that little bit of time he was over there. Ryan looked kind of funny too. He put on a substantial amount of muscle mass within a year, and I thought that was pretty suspicious. Yeah, I don't even want to get into that, Glizzy. That's type of shit I can't get down with or even care to talk about. You know what I mean? They ain't my lane. That definitely ain't boxing. That's some whole other shit. That's some Lil Nas X shit. You feel me? He said, what's popping, Maluma TV? Well, I'm not Maluma TV, but I appreciate you, bro. What's going on, champ? I hope everything is well with you. Nigga said Maluma. Shout out to Maluma. But, yeah, man, since we talking about Canelo Alvarez, man, let's talk about Teofimo Lopez training with Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people been sending me the messages and asking me what my exact opinion is on the situation. And, he said, Mazuma, thanks for tuning up, for coming on tonight. You look really tired. I'm all right. I definitely had a little lazy. I went to the gym today, but I took a nap. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said typo. No, it's all good, bro. I understood what you was coming from. I knew you wasn't trolling nothing like that. That's still funny, though. Maluma TV, that's kind of funny. Yeah, definitely tired, but it is what it is, bro. I got a long week ahead of me. I got to get my son tomorrow, all that good shit. I'm definitely going to get that good sleep tonight, though, for sure. But, yeah, man, a lot of people been asking me my opinion on Teofimo Lopez training with Canelo Alvarez and shit like that, man. And, I'm not necessarily surprised. You could tell Teofimo had a lot of admiration for Canelo. And, I remember when he brought all his belts on stage to take a picture with Canelo when he was undisputed, trying to make it seem like he was undisputed too. And, all this goofy shit. Like, he always been on Canelo dick. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So to see him over there training with Eddie and Canelo, that's not necessarily a surprise. He went to go train with his idol. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he idolized Canelo, and Teofimo he's always been thirsty to the point where he's trying to attach himself to top names. You know what I'm saying? Like he was hell bent on taking that picture with Naoya Inoue. You know what I'm saying? Taking pictures with Canelo Alvarez, and want to fight Terrence Crawford. He just want to attach himself to them guys because he wants to be associated with those guys so bad. And I think that he low key has some sort of jealousy towards those people because he don't get the same recognition or respect as them. That's just my personal opinion. I might be tripping, but it is what it is. What's y'all more? Let me see. He said Kobe. He said Mark got that Kobe mentality. Shout out to Kobe. I love Kobe. I love Kobe. Said T.O. got wet. That's crazy. To say that about a man is crazy. Anonymous said, what y'all the most excited for in September? This is a better month for boxing. What's the lineup? What's the lineup for September? I know Canelo and Berlanga, but who else lined up for September? I know NUA fight tonight or in the morning, whatever you want to call it. Well, who else lined up for September? He said just Canelo? Nah, I gotta be somebody else if he said September stack. Joshua Dubois. That's a good one. That's a good one. He said T.O. clout chasing Canelo's fan base. Man, listen, at this point, I think that Teofimo trying to clout chase off anybody who's, who got any type of name. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put that past Teofimo Lopez at all. He a clout demon for sure. He's a attention whore. You feel me? So I'm not surprised if, that happened to be true. Let me see. Xander and Shushu return near the end of the month. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, it's a good job. Maybe the one I'm most excited for, I ain't gonna lie to you, is Canelo and Berlanga because I want to see that undercard, man. I want to see Danny and Lara. You know what I'm saying? But then I do want to see Xander and Shushu too, man. So that's I want to see Danny and Lara though. I want to see Danny and Lara. I want to see Cool Boy Steph come back. I want to see Caleb Plant. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna definitely tune in to Rolly too. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to that Canelo Alvarez card the most. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's probably the one I'm most looking forward to seeing. I don't know about anybody else's. I think the second one up, but Daniel Dubois and AJ is a good ass fight too. Yeah, September definitely lit. Yeah. That shit definitely lit. But I think the best card out of all of them is the PBC one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do I give Zordo a good shot at being open tie if it happens? No, I don't. I think Gilberto, I don't really think too much of Gilberto, man. I really don't. You said call me a casual, but I don't care for heavyweight fights. Never been a fan. Shit. I love when top heavyweights fight each other, I'll be tuned in, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Prime Wilder was a special moment for boxing, man. I used to get I used to go crazy every time Wilder fought, bro. He was the most exciting fighter in boxing. I don't care what nobody say, bro. When he was at his peak, like when he knocked out Stavern in the second fight, Dominic Brazil and all them, bro, I used to go crazy, bro. That shit was so fucking lit. Even like his interests was so cold, bro. Like he was just sense that somebody was about to get body bagged. You feel what I'm saying? Like Prime Wilder was a cold motherfucker, bro. I'm telling you. He was a cold motherfucker. Undefeated Wilder was a cold dude. Yeah, that Euro step with Stavern was crazy. Yo, they put him out right after that. Yeah, he definitely was underappreciated, man. I think in a few years, people gonna be like, yo, man, Wilder actually wasn't even that bad. Watch, I'm trying to tell you, especially when, the American heavyweight boxing scene get into a crazy drought, they're gonna be like, damn, man, we miss Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He said low nose T.O. That's fucking crazy, bro. Why y'all coming that low like that? He said Team Canelo is a good fit for T.O. For me, senior is more of a cheerleader. Tier needs someone that will teach him. I mean, I don't know though, because it's like, based off of the trainers that I be seeing with Eddie Reynoso and Canelo, they do a lot of drills. You know what I'm saying? Like combination drills. You know, they mix their defense in there. You know, so it's a good like camp to be a part of. But I think that based off of like Tio's athleticism, like reflexes, because Tio is a really good athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like his athleticism, his speed, his reflexes, all that good stuff. They might add some shit to his game, but it's like Tio need a jab, dog. Tio needs a jab, and I think that what Tio needs more than anything doesn't require a trainer. I think the shit that he's lacking is up here. Wilder's absolute garbage. I mean, bro, that's your opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think that Brian Wilder was somebody to watch. I thought he was very exciting, and I think he was one of the most fair fighters when he was at his peak. I think a lot of people didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. You can have yours, but you saying that he garbage ain't gonna change what I think about him. Cause I used to love watching Wilder fight. Canelo could teach him how to cut the ring off. He needs that, bro. That's what you're not understanding, love. What I'm telling you is, what Tio needs help with, a trainer cannot help him with. Before he could learn how to, cut off a ring bro, he needs to address this up here, bro. Trying to tell you. Daisy Sanchez said, I don't think Tio can afford Reynoso as a trainer. I mean, there's fighters that Reynoso had that was smaller and wasn't making as much money as Tio, like Frank Sanchez and Oscar Valdez. I don't think they're making the money that Tio making, so I'm sure Tio could afford him. I'm sure Tio could afford him. I ain't gonna play him like that. But I think that this shit needs to be taken care of before he get back into a boxing ring, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they seem to overlook Tio's mental problems, bro. Tio clearly has something wrong with him in his noggin. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lacks focus. Let's keep it 1,000. Tio is fragile mentally. Let's keep it 1,000. I don't give a fuck when nobody say he's shown it on multiple occasions. For one, we're not gonna act like that. Do I still got it, bro? We're not gonna act like that wasn't a real thing. You know what I'm saying? He tried to spin it and make it seem like, you know what I mean? He knew the cameras was in front of him. So, bro, every time Teofimo has faced some adversity in the ring, since that Lomachenko fight, every time he's went in there with a tough style, or, you know what I'm saying? Ever since hold on, I'm getting caught up with the comments. I'm trying to speak while these comments are rolling by. What I'm trying to say is, ever since that Teofimo Lopez, that Lomachenko fight where he was on top of the world and shit like that, I understood he had a lot of issues going on in his outside life, and it seemed like it transitioned over to the boxing ring. I'm not going to act like I didn't hear him say, do I still got it, bro, when he had that tough-ass fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to act like he wasn't sitting there crying all emotionally because he got that gift decision over Jermaine Ortiz. Bro, these are things that, Teofimo Lopez is dealing with psychologically, and I think a lot of people ignore it because they genuinely don't give a fuck about him. But Tio has some mental roadblocks that he has to overcome before, he can improve things in the gym. Teofimo Lopez will start out calm in the fight, and once he comes in touch with a little bit of resistance, man, he loses complete focus and is completely emotional in there and loses sight of his game plan. His mental is something that a trainer is not going to be able to fix. The only person that can fix that is him. Y'all niggas talking crazy to low. Yo, why y'all coming that low, man? He said Eddie Reynoso is a terrible trainer. All his fighters take PEDs. A lot of them got popped. I can't even argue that. I wouldn't even argue it anyway, but I'm saying, like, can't really argue that, man. But I think Tio need to address his mental health issues, and I feel like I think all that should have come together. But I think Tio need to get his focus back, man, and his discipline back. They go hand in hand for focus, discipline. Yo, Mark, AJ ducked Prime Wilder. Keep it real, bro. He definitely did. He definitely did. He definitely did. We know that. DJ Rush, he said, I believe Tio is just an athletic fighter. It's not no slight to him, but I believe he's going to fight someone who has superior. But I believe he's going to fight someone who has superior boxing IQ and skills. I think Prime Lomachenko would have dropped Tio. I mean, listen, man. He beat Tio. You know what I'm saying? Tio beat Loma. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not going to necessarily say that. I do think that he beat Loma when he was doing well in the sport. I do think he was undersized from 135, but regardless, he beat Loma when Loma was unified champ. So I'm not going to sit here and act like Loma had the recipe for Tio. What I am going to say, though, is Tio has trouble with specific styles. Tio knows that he struggles with those specific styles, which is why he doesn't really care to fight them anymore. You know what I'm saying? He was like, don't nobody want to stand. What was it after that Jermaine Ortiz fight? He was like, nobody wants to stand in front of me. Nobody wants to stand in front of me. Why would they? You fucking idiot. Why would they give you what you want? He said, Mark, are you single? He said, Mazuma, are you single? Asking for a friend. No, I am not. That's crazy. You gotta be careful, man. Who's the friend? I bet because it sounds like you a man. So I'm wondering who that friend is. Because typically when people say asking for a friend, that's for themselves. So that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That is like strike one on your side, bro. This nigga said he said Mark dates my mom. I'm his son. Yo, you talking crazy. Yo, these niggas wilding on here, yo. This nigga say he dates my mom. Nigga, what? Yo, these niggas got imagination on this shit, boy. These niggas got imagination on this shit, boy. Yeah, that sounded real weird. It's always a few, bro. I don't know if y'all be paying attention to my comment section. I doubt it. You know what I mean? Why would y'all pay attention to my comments? But it'd be some crazy comments that I'll be getting on this page, bro. Real weird, Johns. I be screenshotting them. I be posting them sometimes. I don't look like no fucking PD crack, nigga. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? This nigga said PD crack. I forgot what PD crack looked like. Let me see. Definitely don't look like no PD crack. Hell nah. PD look like he smoked dust. Let me see. He said, personally, I think Wilder and AJ switched mentality over time. AJ developed killer instinct. Wilder got more peaceful and pacement with the ayahuasca. It's the thing, right? People saying that shit about AJ, right? That he's developed this killer instinct and all this shit. I don't think killer instinct is something you could develop to keep it a buck with you. I think it's either you got it or you don't. That's just from my experience of being in the sport of boxing. What I do think is that Anthony Joshua developed this fucking mentality where it's like, I ain't about to sit here and be thinking with niggas no more. I'm gonna just beat niggas the fuck up. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that, he got too caught up in his head and, he had a lot of mental tribulations as well. That's why he was doing all this shit, like locking himself in a dark room for a few days, or it's just him and his thoughts. Like he really tried to do everything he could to, get past the negative thoughts and just the mental fragility he has. Like him being fragile mentally, he was trying to overcome it. And I think Anthony Joshua just got to a point where I was like, man, I'm gonna just do whatever I want, man. I ain't about to keep doing this shit no more. Now, I think what happened with Wilder, I don't even think it was a mental thing with him. I think he took a lot of punishment from the Tyson Fury fights. And I think that made him along with the inactivity, I think that just ruined him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was really a mental thing. I just think that his body couldn't keep up no more. You know what I'm saying? I think he just became he became a shot fighter. Yeah, I think he just developed. I think he just took too much punishment. Anthony Joshua, since the Usyk fight, who has he fought? He's fought. Let me see. Since he went through that tough time with Usyk and had that mental breakdown, I don't know if he's been in any tough fights since the Alexander Usyk fight. So who's to say he's developed this killer mentality? You know what I'm saying? Like he fought Jermaine Franklin. Nobody that put him through it, nowhere near Anthony Joshua's level. Hellenius, come on. Otto Wallen, I thought Otto was going to give him some problems, but he just stomped him. And Ngannou ain't have no business being in there with AJ. We come to find out. So the only way to really know, in all honesty, if AJ, mentality is totally different, we gotta see him into some adversity again, and we gotta see how he stand up to it. Because it's all good when you stomping on niggas, but when somebody give you a little bit of pushback or put you in a troubled situation, that'll let me know whether your mentality, you know what I'm saying, is back in the groove or not. That's what's gonna let me know. So, we'll see. Maybe his mentality did change. But we won't know until we see him in there against some type of adversity. Because when he was coming up in his career, it seemed like his mentality, he was a pretty confident dude. Because we seen him hurt a couple times, he was able to bounce back. Like I seen Dillian White hurt Anthony Joshua. I seen Vladimir Klitschko hurt Anthony Joshua, put him on the canvas. I seen this fucking dude, fucking white boy, man. He put Dillian White to sleep too. Fuck, what is his name? I got his shit right here. I'll tell you right now. Povetkin. I seen Povetkin hurt Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But I seen him able to make that turnaround. But after that Andy Ruiz fight, man, you could tell he started to doubt himself a little bit, and I could tell that those Alexander matches really made him question himself. You know what I mean? He went up to Alexander. How did you beat me? How did you beat me? He was like so frustrated throwing the belts and all that shit. And since then, I think that he's getting some confidence back. He won 4 in a row, but I haven't seen him in those situations that let me know that it's like, oh, all right, he done overcame that situation. We won't know. I gotta see him in a tough situation, and I gotta see how he stand up to it. Said Edwin should rematch Ryo for that belt. That'd be a good fight. Said Fat Andy knocked him out. Andy dangerous. You said, I'm sure Cepeda was scared of Shakur punching power. What are you talking about, Daisy? You tripping. Yeah, Burt Cooper was a fucking rugged ass journeyman, though. Burt Cooper gave a lot of people trouble. What I'm saying is, from a mental aspect, I got to see if Anthony Joshua has changed at all. Has he become more resilient since then? Or is this just, a bluff? We won't know until we see him in some trouble and shit. It is heavyweights, though. Anybody can hurt anybody. Yeah, they all punching up there. But what I'm saying is, I need to see. What I'm trying to say, I seen younger Anthony Joshua. I seen him hurt and, not be rattled. But as of lately, with the Usyk fights and Andy Ruiz fights, I've seen him rattle and have a hard time trying to overcome, being rattled. So I want to see, possibly with Dubois, we might see this. Dubois might hit him with a good shot. We don't know. But I want to see when he's in trouble or if he's in a tough situation in a fight, is he going to rise to the occasion or is he going to, start crumbling like he did in them Usyk fights and, Andy Ruiz fights? You feel me? Because even in that rematch where he beat Andy, he looked kind of like scary. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked like he was kind of, he didn't want to take no chances type shit. You said Edwin beats Ryo again. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Edwin beats Ryo. Shit. Let me see. He said, don't make a difference who Gervonta Davis fight at 35. I'm guessing you meant to say nobody could beat him. Okay. That's your opinion. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Oh. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel, man. For those of y'all who like the video on the way in, man, it is very much appreciated. We got 34 people in the building with 23 likes. If we get the like button up on the way out, it'll be very much appreciated. He said, who wins unification between Barrios and Stanionis? I don't know, man. Stanionis kind of scares me when it comes to, Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? I think Stanionis strong, rugged, aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And from what I heard from people that spar Stanionis, he could definitely pack a punch. Barrios, good offense. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much an experienced fighter at this point. Several elite fighters. He might have the experience, but I don't like how the way Barrios' face holds up to taking punishment, man. I might have Stanionis coming out on top, but then, Stanionis, I don't know. He ain't been the most active neither. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But I think Stanionis will come out on top of that one. You feel me? But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Shout out to the nation and the mob. Shout out to everybody that's been showing love to the channel, man. We had up to like 40-something people in here, man. Thank you very much for tuning into the channel. I'm gonna get up out of here. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm gonna catch up on some Z's, man. I'll be back at y'all with another video, another live tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that one. But until then, this is the Mazuma TV. Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. Shout out to the nation and the mob, man. Y'all hit the like, y'all share the video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if y'all knew we do this on the regular. You know what I mean? Real and knowledgeable boxing talk. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed night. Peace.